Welcome to how to make a slab clay bird pocket pot. I have already rolled out this clay. This is white earthenware clay, and it's the kind you have to fire. And I've already rolled it out to 1/4 of an inch thick using slats. I have patterns that I made for my little birds. I'm going to mist my clay and set my pattern down. This is one side of the bird, and this is the other side of the bird. So I'm just going to rub them down pretty good so they stay. Then I'm going to cut them out with one of my favorite cutting tools, which is the unbent paper clip. And you have to hold it like this and pull. So I'm going to start outside. I'm going to pull toward my pattern. And I'm going to cut, and it makes a nice clean cut. Just like that. I'll do both birds, because one's one side of the pot and one's the other side. And we just keep cutting. And I'm always pulling this paper clip toward me. I might have to move my body so that I'm always pulling it. Because if you push it like this, it cuts, undercuts it and messes up your edges. Okay, get this last little bit cut out. Okay, I think I accidentally cut my beak a little bit small on that side, but that's okay. We'll take off the patterns, and now we can decorate the sides so that it looks like a bird. Now, if you want to use a little clay to make the eyes stick out, you just take it, try to get the same size balls, roll them. You can roll them on your board, and then we take a little bit of water and we scrub it right here, and we press down, and you're trying to make both sides pretty much match. Then you can take a pencil and you can poke the eye, twist the pencil so you have kind of a nice 3D little eye there. Then you can take your pencil and make some lines on the tails. You can draw a wing, or you can use a stamp. I have a little stamp here that I use, and this is actually from the top of a deodorant can, and you can stamp your wing shape right in there. That way they can pretty much be the same. And you take your pencil and you can make little lines around it. You can also use a fork if you want to do that. I like to put little lines going around, especially up on the head and the tail. And you want to do them both because they have to match. If they don't match when you go to put your bird together, it looks kind of weird. Okay, I'm going to make sure that eye's on there good. And I'm going to draw a little line just by rubbing a popsicle stick back and forth to separate the beak. Okay, now we're ready to stand it up and join it together to make our pot. So I'm going to turn it over, and I have a little paper towel that I've wadded up. I'm going to put it right here in the body, and then I'm going to scrub with my toothbrush that's got some water on it all the way around except for the opening right up here at the top. Okay, I'm going to take this one I'm going to flip him over, and I'm going to do the little scrubby, 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 scrubby. This makes it so that clay will join together. A little bit of water makes it like glue. A lot of water will make it melt, and that would be bad because then it starts cracking and falling apart. Okay, now you're going to line them back up. And they may not line up perfectly, but that's okay. You want to push it down. I'm going to pick him up. It's easier to hold them in your hand to line them up. And you want to pinch the two parts together. And it messes up your design just a little bit, but you can fix that. Okay, and once you have it kind of pinched together, pinch, pinch, pinch. Then you take your popsicle stick and start smoothing that line out. You can crisscross like this to make sure that it's joined together pretty well. Join the bottom part pretty well. Smooth as your friend. A little bit of water, like I said, is your friend. A lot of water will make it crack and fall apart. And we're going to smooth this really nicely. That all nice and smooth. The tail, I like to pinch it right here just a little bit. And you want to smooth it. You can get your pencil back and add your lines back in, and you can crisscross them over so they match on the other side. Because you want them to be kind of matching. Otherwise he looks like a strange bird if one side's completely different than the other. And his wing, I'm going to do some little details. Do it on the other side. Work on my designs, kind of got wiped out, so I'll just put them back in. And you can decorate them however you want. You don't have to do the same things I'm doing. It's your bird, you decide. You can even put a little party hat on their head if you want to make them look like a cardinal or a blue jay. Okay, once you have it like this, then you're going to stand it up. You're just going to tap it gently up and down. And that kind of bows out the bottom. You can bow out the top here. That's how you make them stand. Once you've got a pretty flat bottom on them, you can also take a paddle and paddle it a little bit more. Once you have a flat bottom, you want to dent it in the middle so that it stays flat, because when clay dries, it'll tend to bow up. If you make a dent for it, it'll go down. Okay, I'm going to touch up my little designs a little bit more. You can add a line in your beak. If you want to open your beak, you can open the beak. Just take your paper clip and do this. Cut back and then open your beak. Okay, and if you want to bend your head a little bit, you can do that. You can bend it down a little, or you can turn it a little. Make sure you keep your pocket open though. So then it's kind of like that. And that's pretty much how you make a clay bird out of slabs. And you let this paper towel stay in there until it's dry, and then you can add some glaze after you fire it one time. Okay, thank you for watching how to make a slab clay bird. Hope you join us again sometime. Thank you.